Hello, hello. Welcome back. Wonderful mama, wonderful special needs parents. Welcome back to the podcast. So, hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I am super excited for summer. I can't tell you how I would like to put all the winter clothes away and bring out the summer stuff. My kids are itching to go to the park and just have fun when warmer weather gets here, which I hope it is soon. So, in today's episode, I would love to chat, and I think this is an important subject that as special needs moms and parents, we just need to give ourselves a little bit of grace on. So, today's topic is going to be desperation to determination. When you're feeling lost in this special needs journey, how to get back on track and how to get back to focusing on what matters the most. So, when you start out this journey as a special needs parent, it can be a freaking scary avenue. It's a scary journey. There are challenges, there are healthcare scares. You name it, there's probably like 1,000 things that we can think of right now as far as in this journey. So it makes us to the point where we are in survival mode. We do things out of desperation. We are on autopilot. We are tapped out, emotionally drained. There are so many things that happen when you navigate a special needs journey with a child who's either medically complex, has autism, or different types of special, unique needs, right? So, we run on an empty cup. Now, we all know that self care as special needs parents, or just parents in general, okay, all parents, we have to make sure that we fill our cup. It's very important. And of course, you're going to get people who say, you're selfish. You are a bad parent. You are a bad mom. How can you not put your children first? How stupid are you? I've heard that comment. I can't tell you how many times I've heard that comment about me being selfish, that the children should come before me, that how dare I do anything for myself because that's not taking care of my kids. Let me tell you what I have to all those comments that I've been told to, that I've heard myself to my face over the years. You know what? It's fucking bullshit. Okay? All that is fucking bullshit because what I come to find out is that if you don't put yourself first, if you don't take care of yourself first, if you don't make sure that you are healthy for those children in your care. And yeah, I'm passionate when I talk about this because I've heard those same comments for years. Your children are going to suffer if you are not well, if you're not healthy, if you're not taking care of yourself, if you have no self care, if you don't do things for yourself to make sure that you create that positive environment for your kids. If you don't fill your cup, how do you expect to fill anybody else's cup? And you know what? You get people who are haters that will say stupid bullshit like, you're selfish. That's not being a mother because you're putting yourself first. One popular thing that was told to me, and I laugh at this to this day because I knew I made the right decision because I'm still here and I'm in a much healthier place for my kids where I can just attend to their daily needs and not feel exhausted or depleted. One thing that was told to me years ago is that I was having some very serious gynae issues. I went to go see my doctor and they told me I had to have a hysterectomy because when you hit the age of 40 and as you start to get older, there is a significantly high risk of not only breast cancer, and if they find fibroids, there is a high percentage of that developing into cancer. So let me educate, okay, because some people, that might hate it on me because I did have a hysterectomy and I took care of myself first. So let me just educate you, just in case you're listening to this podcast. Fibroids are benign tumors. How do I know that? Well, I've seen fibroids for years. I've been a CT technologist for 21 years. I can tell you how to spot a fibroid on a CT scan. I've scanned many female patients and I know exactly what they look like. And if it's something that is not taken care of, 9 times out of 10, it turns into cancer. Now, when I heard the word cancer, yes, that terrifies me because in my children's immediate family on the other side, cancer does run in that family. So I made a conscious decision and said, you know what? I really have to take care of my health. I have to be there for them. I have to make sure that I am well and I am healthy and I feel physically fine instead of having these issues and feeling depleted and just not feeling well 90% of the time. So I made a conscious decision to have the surgery. I can't tell you how many times I got belittled about that it was an unnecessary surgery, that I'm only thinking about myself. I'm not thinking about the kids. And, you know, I should have prioritized other things other than taking care of myself. And these were all comments that were said to me. And I'm pretty sure you special needs moms or parents that are listening, maybe you have a similar story. I would love to hear that. So make sure you send me an email if that is a story that you have heard or you have something similar or just any story on your special needs journey. I would love to hear it. I'll leave my email down in the show notes so you can go ahead and share your story with me. Sometimes when people are not part of your tribe and they just have all those negative comments and those negative influences, you know what? That does not define you. And it can make it look like and make you feel, well, maybe I'm not a good mom. Maybe I'm not doing this right. Maybe I shouldn't take care of myself. And it's that act of desperation, like, I want to be a good mom. I want to do things right for my children. I want to be a good parent. But you have all that noise and all that negative influence telling you, well, this is unnecessary. This is not how you should do it. The kids should come first. Stop with the fucking bullshit. Okay. We all know as parents, and I'm saying parents because this includes everybody, we have to take care of ourselves first before we can dive in and take care of our children properly. Now, how is it going to look when you're a parent or a special needs parent and you're constantly yelling at your kids? Why? Because you didn't sleep, you haven't eaten, you haven't had any self-care, you haven't had any time to regroup or just decompress or just recharge because you're dealing with the needs of your children. You are dealing with IEP meetings, trying to find resources for your child, trying to find respite care so you can take care of yourself, trying to find ways to alleviate the financial burden that that comes with healthcare costs, medications, whatever it is. But you're called selfish on a daily basis because you chose to take care of yourself instead of putting the kids first. Listen, if people come with you out of that and you are just acting out of desperation to try to have this persona like, yes, I'm a good parent, stop. Okay. You know you are a good parent. You know that you're a damn ass good mom and that you take care of those kids wholeheartedly. Whether you have one child, two children, four, doesn't matter. I preach about self-care all the time because self-care is one of those things that is a non-negotiable. I'm going to say that again, a non-negotiable. It has to be done in order for you to have that healthy environment for your child, to make sure that you are well and healthy to take care of them. And that is prioritizing yourself first so that you can put your children as a top priority. Okay. Anybody else that says anything different, you know what? They can go kick rocks. Like, stop your bullshit, because they're probably just as depleted as you, and they just want to tear everybody down to make themselves feel better. Okay. So when you have to stop being in that desperation mode, like, I need to do this, I need to. No, you don't. Okay. Find a balance to just say, okay, yes, I'm fearful of this, but you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to find that resource. I'm going to go ahead and find that supportive community. I am going to find that respite care. I'm going to find those grants to alleviate that financial burden. Because if we do things scared, that's how we grow. You can't stay in your comfort zone, and out of desperation, it has to lead to growth and determination. You have to be determined. Listen, I need to go out there and prioritize myself so that my children see me happy. That's the main goal, right? I have to go out there and find this resource because it's going to help them in the long run, and it's going to alleviate, the stress and just the discomfort that I feel that my child is not getting ahead. Those are the things that I want you to think about. And I know I went on a rant on this episode, but it really angers me to see other moms suffering because of family that is giving them negative influences, an ex that is constantly talking down to them, that has to parent the same child as well. Okay. Or they get bullied into thinking that, they have to operate in this desperation survival mode constantly when you don't have to. Like, there are things that you can do to create a better life for your kids and to just empower yourself to be determined that, you know what, when you are fearful and you feel lost in this journey, there are other people, other special needs parents, other special needs moms that can help you get back on that road to determination, to get you back focused, and to make sure that you execute the best strategies for your child. It exists out there, okay? You just have to go out there and find them. I know that there's some really good resources, whether you're on social media. Just make sure you go out there and look for them. I will give you a few of the creators that I follow that have excellent resources. They are excellent people. And if you reach out to them, they will respond. Okay. So I'm going to give you just a few of them. I'll link it in the show notes so that you can go check out their pages, check out their content, and gain some perspective on how to just make sure you pour back into yourself. You don't have to be in this desperation mode. You can go ahead and shift that into focus, determination, and let's do the damn thing so I can help my child. And I can go ahead and fill my cup so I can provide for them. Anybody else that tells you anything else, they're full of shit. I wouldn't even listen to them. They don't matter. Okay. So those are the things I want you to take away from this episode. As always, if you have an interesting story, please send me an email. I love stories, and I will talk about it on my podcast wholeheartedly. All names can be confidential if you prefer, or if you want to come onto the podcast as a guest. Make sure you send me an email. I'll link an application on the show notes so that if you're interested, fill it out. I will get back to you in 48 to 72 hours with a response, making sure you're a good fit for the show. So, and I will also link a few of the creators that I do follow on TikTok and Instagram that are also special needs parents that you can follow, go ahead and consume their content, and even reach out to them if you have any questions. So, hope this episode was helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe so it gets out to more people, and I can go ahead and just help any special needs mom, parent that is struggling to find resources, parent their child, and just to give them just that love and support. So thank you for listening, and I will chat with you in the next episode.